I woke up to a loud crash coming from downstairs. My heart started beating fast. I was home alone and scared of what made that noise. Slowly, I got out of bed. I grabbed my baseball bat for protection. Then I crept out to the dark hallway to listen. I heard someone curse downstairs. There was an intruder in my house. Quietly, I started moving toward the stairs. I had to peek down to see what was happening. I heard rustling and things being knocked over. Who would break in to rob us? We are not rich. Just then, the intruder shone his flashlight up at me. I ducked back behind the wall, breathing hard. I was so scared now. The intruder started running up the stairs toward me. I panicked and ran toward my parents' bedroom to hide. But the intruder grabbed my shirt as I tried going past him. I wiggled free of the man's grasp. Part of my shirt ripped off, but I got away. I slammed and locked Mom and Dad's door shut behind me. My heart thudded as I heard the angry intruder pound up the bedroom entrance. He started trying to kick down the door as I backed away, terrified and trapped, looking around for an escape route or maybe a phone. Through the window over Dad's desk, an idea hit me. If I could lower myself down the porch roof of the backyard, I could run for help. As wood cracked in the bedroom door frame, I threw open the window wide and climbed out unsteadily. But being on the slanted porch roof 2 floors up made me instantly dizzy with fear. Just as the intruder broke open the door behind me, I stumbled, sliding down the steep roof. My hands cut on the rain gutter with a painful jerk before I could fall off the edge. I hung helpless and terrified as the man leaned from the window, glaring down at where I clung. He yelled I couldn't stay up there forever as I started pulling myself along the creaking gutter pipe towards the backyard tree. The gutter suddenly broke free from the roof edge when I grabbed it, sending me swinging wildly. I crashed down into the thick tree branches and rolled off onto the grass, getting the wind knocked out of me. Gasping, I forced my bruised body to keep low and move quietly around the dark house, looking for help or an escape. Peering into dark windows showed overturned furniture from the burglary upstairs, but no signs of the intruder. I had no working phone to call police. All the house doors were still locked tight, trapping me outside. Maybe I could sneak off to the neighbor's house down the street to get help. Keeping close to the house shadows, I started inching my way slowly toward the front yard gate. When I rounded the garage corner, I almost screamed. The intruder stood calmly regarding himself in the tall antique mirror propped there, brushing glass shards casually off his jacket. His mouth looked weirdly wide with too many shiny teeth packed inside. It didn't look right or human. I stumbled backward and metal trash cans crashed loudly behind me, revealing my location. The grinning intruder turned swiftly from the mirror to face me. His bizarre smile grew impossibly larger, and I saw he had a gun now too. Naughty, naughty, he chided with an odd hissing lisp as he raised the weapon toward where I lay sprawled behind the tipped trash cans. I rolled and crawled desperately as shots exploded loud behind me. I was shot in the arm while running through neighbors' yards and back gates, trying to escape. With my torn t-shirt fluttering, I sprinted down unfamiliar streets and past dark houses without looking back. Out of breath, I finally collapsed behind a tall hedge a few blocks away. Strangely, no one seemed to have heard the gunshot or responded. I was in shock and went to strangers for help, but they ignored me, acting like zombies. Nothing felt right, like I'd fallen into a dark supernatural place my parents warned me about as a child. Don't touch the mirror. Now I was stuck in a nightmare, haunted by inhuman things disguised as people. No one would wake up to help. I jumped into a restaurant kitchen just before it closed. I hid in a cupboard, hoping they wouldn't see the blood drips leading inside. All night I dozed there, hearing soft footsteps and strange kids singing echoes. At dawn, the cupboard doors were ripped open. My parents glared down at me angrily, but their familiar eyes now flashed silver, swirled weirdly, and reached for me. I burst past the imposters, my head buzzing with panic. I just wanted to escape this wrong reflection of my home. I had to get back to the antique mirror in my garage that started this nightmare and smash my way out before these smiling, hungry lookalikes disguising the shadow beasts found me again. Exhausted and confused, I wandered unfamiliar streets aimlessly with growing dread. The light seemed strange and dead, like I was deep underwater. Those imposters wearing familiar faces still prowled the sidewalks, searching relentlessly for me behind the perfect fake facades concealing evil. I felt trapped in their illusion with endless night closing in. As the last light faded from the sky, leaving me exposed and sobbing, I saw my familiar garage in the distance. Home. My pulse skyrocketed with one last spark of hope and adrenaline. I glimpsed grinning strangers watching behind every tree and car, but I was beyond fear now, filled only with the desperate prayer that I could reach the dark portal home. I smashed into cold glass before realizing I stood frozen only steps from safety in my garage. The antique mirror glinted just beyond my reflection, so close but untouchable now on the other side. My parents' ghosts stood there smiling and waving, unaware, with my intact house visible behind them. I was impossibly close to home, yet terrifyingly still trapped on this insane side. Sinking hopeless to the concrete, ghoulishly smiling intruders brushed my hair, whispering I belonged to their lifeless side now. I knew I could never return, trapped under this dead pixelated sky as hungry ghosts in familiar skins branded me. Behind my eyes, silver madness swirled inevitable and welcomed. Eventually, my shuffling walk marked me as one of the smiling, bloodless creatures that inhabited the twisted mirror world, hiding fangs behind masks. We feasted on the despair from the bright place beyond. I secretly guarded the cold doorway home, hoping to see my living self still searching for an escape before despair took him forever. My last defiant act was planting a relentless hope that even ghosts might wish for more than shadows, against the endless tricks sustaining this lifeless world. I pressed desperately against the antique glass, trying to warn lone wanderers about the predatory silver smiles hiding tragedy. But gentle souls keep falling victim every night. Yet Some marked children see my bloody, scraped fingertips pushing them from worse fates. So, I betray the Jester King. I press one hand fully through the glass, leaving bloody fingerprints to guide the living back toward the light where they might still be saved if quick enough. Listen to my warnings carefully. Do not be tempted by strange and mysterious things that may lead you astray. Curiosity can be dangerous, so avoid touching any strange objects or entering unfamiliar places. Nightmares lurk in the shadows, so stay alert and wake up from unsettling dreams before they consume you.